So I'll now request uh, Mr. Yasir Ilyas, Sardar Yasir Ilyas, Sahab, who is the advisor on tourism, Prime Minister, and probably the way he's contributing for Pakistan, we can assess from where we are sitting. So this is one, example. So floor is yours,
Thank
sir.
you. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. It's a pleasure being here amongst our national hero, many others who've served the nation, and we're trying to do the same thing in our own capacity, serve this nation. People often ask, when I interact with them, why you came back to Pakistan, an overseas Pakistani, and I said, there's many more like us, many more of our kind abroad. There's very few of us in Pakistan, which have seen the world, and I've come back to add value. And I agree with my fellow panelists that the dynamics of the world have changed now. And I'll keep it very short because I want to hear what you have, in your minds, the questions, observations, queries you all have, because I'm sure, being young minds, you're opening up to the world and you all have concerns. So I'd love to hear what you have to say. But as an individual who's been, a true son of soil, tried to contribute whatever I could in my own capacity. And this is, as an advisor portfolio, even as a civilian, what we could invest in this country, we've invested. We could have invested elsewhere. But we chose not to. We chose to stay in Pakistan, invest in Pakistan in the best possible manner by creating value, creating jobs. And this is something where Pakistan has been lacking for many years. We have an abundance of human resource. As of now, you're looking at, like you rightly said, there's well over 250 million. We'll touch 300 million soon. But how many of us are really focusing and channelizing all that energy? Seventh largest workforce in the world, yet our exports are nowhere near where they should be. 30 billion is a joke for Pakistan. We should be well over 100 billion by now in terms of our capacity, whether we're looking at minerals, we're looking at agriculture, we're looking at fishing. Fisheries is a joke again. We're looking at $500 million, and I'm like, why not? Because no value addition. And same time, tourism. There's so many new people coming into the sector. We only have 4 million employed. We can easily touch 8 million, but people don't know how much potential there is. Like when we did this hotel, we couldn't find the right human resource. We had to touch other hotels, and we had to speak to institutes like Gotham, and we realized that there's plenty of human resource, but not the experienced human resource that we need. And we ended up hiring people from Dubai, Qatar, Bahrain, and paid them much more, in China even. Now we're looking at concierge services from Central Asia. We shouldn't have to. We have the best human resource right here, but without the right skill set, without the adequate training that you guys should have, it's like I always say, a diamond in the rough. A diamond only shines after being polished. So everything that our panelists are saying, that the technology enables you to learn a lot faster. Back in our days, we used to read a lot of essays, do a lot. Now you don't have to go through that. Just ask ChatGPT to summarize something, and it'll give you a brief in 2 minutes, 2 seconds rather. With regards to where Pakistan is going, I can tell you again, from a civilian side and a government side, our perspective is the same. There's a lot of distrust, trust deficit that I saw in the last 2 years, but I'm hopeful that that's not there now. Marka was the best example we could have given you, and then more importantly, recently, the world has seen Pakistan's strategic importance in this region in being a regional stabilizer. But we've known this. In terms of who we are, we know what Pakistan's capability is, whether it's the armed forces, whether it's the economy. The problem is Pakistan was never really governed properly. It's like having a Ferrari, but not driving it. So Pakistan's a Ferrari, but it hasn't been driven like a Ferrari. We can all play our role. I never comment or criticize on the previous governments. We have to focus on today and focus on tomorrow. Whatever our predecessors did, they did in their best capacity. And I can tell you one thing, there could not be any prime minister who doesn't want to leave a legacy. Every prime minister wants to leave a legacy, but there's different circumstances and dynamics which you all have to deal with. As of now, Pakistan is finally heading in the right direction. And as our field marshal said, and I say this everywhere, that nobody can ask us, when is Pakistan going to rise? He said this, and I agree with this. Pakistan's already rising. The question is, with all of you, how fast can we rise? How much input can we add? How much value we can add to make it rise faster and race like a Ferrari? Our foreign reserves are finally where they should be. There could be much more than where we are, but 21.6, 21.8 billion is not bad. Remittances have gone up. We're touching 38, 39 billion because overseas Pakistanis have far more confidence now. Roshan Digital Account has $12 billion worth of funds there. That's overseas Pakistanis. As of last 2 months, about $500 million of exports have happened just in the IT sector. IT sector right now is the fastest growing sector in Pakistan. We're seeing 10 to 20% growth annually, year-on-year basis. The same time, we're seeing a lot of development in multiple sectors, whether it's agriculture, whether it's minerals, but you don't see it in the limelight. The problem with Pakistan is Pakistan does not market it. Tourism in Punjab, they're spending over 22 billion rupees on different projects. Nobody knows. So we need to enhance our communication, tell each other and the world what Pakistan is doing and where we're going to be in the next 5 years. We already have at least 25 bankable projects for the world to invest in tourism, which I'm pitching. We pitch to the Saudis, we're pitching to our local Pakistanis. But again, it's not enough. We have to start going on social media and tell people, guys, there's 2 5-star hotel projects in Islamabad. There's a theme park project in Islamabad. Nobody knows. And these are projects that are backed up by the private sector and by the government of Pakistan. So the key enablers are provided. Any government, their core focus is to provide an enabling environment with the right policy. Development is our job, the job of the civilian private sector. And you guys, as the future of Pakistan, cannot lose faith in Pakistan. Primarily based on what our founder said. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah said this clearly. He said that there's no power in the world that can undo Pakistan. And we live by this. I was in Dubai when this whole war started. Coincidentally, I was there. And the drone attack started and blast started, the flights were canceled. I was expected to fly one day after the war. So the following day I was supposed to fly and then everything got canceled. And luckily I lived there, I have a home there. So I wasn't frightened because we've seen the war in India, it was recent. And we've been through these skirmishes plenty times in the past. And we're a very different nation. Now here's what I want to tell you. So me being in Dubai, I'm chilling and I'm relaxing and my daughter's slightly concerned that we're going to get stuck here. And I'm like, oh, we're not going to get stuck. We'll leave when we have to leave. And the whole of whatever part of the world was in Dubai, Russians, Ukrainians, Indians, Pakistanis, Qataris, whoever they were, everybody started walking away. I saw people going from the Oman border. I saw people going from Saudi Arabia, people driving to Riyadh, flying from there, people driving to Oman, flying out from there. And I was shocked. Malls were empty. Roads were empty. And this is a different Dubai, which I had not seen. I've been in Dubai for 20 years. And I realized that these are all transit. I had 2 houses in Dubai. The tenants left. They paid like 2 months rent and they had just left. This doesn't happen in Dubai, especially now where we're looking at the Dubai boom. It's a real estate boom. And they just left and they sent us an email saying, we're sorry, but due to circumstances, we left. Usually you give a 1-year notice, a 6 months notice, and that's how much trust deficit people had because nobody took ownership of Dubai. These were all foreigners. What happened in Pakistan? We were on the roads, each and every single one of us was on the roads saying, agar jang karni hai to hum aapke saath karenge. We're going to go to the borders with you. And as a business community, we had actually raised a fund and we said, we're going to contribute to this war if we have to. This is our country. We're going to own it right here. And every single citizen, our Food Panda guys were picking up the drones from the road. That's the confidence our nation had. But in Dubai, it was utter chaos and panic. You don't see it because they don't show this on social media, but I was there. It's not like there was protests going on the streets, but everybody was panicking, people left. 40% dip in the stock market and 40% dip in the real estate market. Why? Right now, Dubai banks are sending emails and they're saying if you put in any fresh funds into the banks, they'll give you 1.5% more interest. This is the situation. I've never seen that in Pakistan. And you'll never see it in Pakistan. Our confidence in our country is far different than what you'll see in those countries. So those countries are always temporary, on a temporary basis with foreign investment. Today, I say the same thing that if Dubai was built or Saudi Arabia is being built or any other country in GCC is being built with Pakistanis and we say flight of capital, guys, we should feel proud of this, that $18 billion has gone into the Dubai market from Pakistan. That means we're the ones who are building Dubai. We built it in the past, we'll build it again. And if we can build Dubai, we can definitely build Pakistan. We have the financial strength. You don't see it out in the open because the current policies in terms of tax and regulation are not favorable for an investor. So you keep saying, I don't want to pay this much tax, this is fine. We're working on transformation. And that transformation might take 3 months, 4 months, reforms and policy. But it's going to happen inevitably. It's inevitable. People will invest. Guys, the current market cap of Pakistan's real estate is $3.3 trillion. $3.3 trillion in Pakistan's real estate market. And the total market cap of Pakistan stock is about $40 billion. So imagine how much money there is already in the market. We just need to get it out and give people a reason to spend. And that reason is coming. Just wait for a few more weeks. The new budget is going to have far more incentives coming in. So as far as Pakistan is concerned, this country has leaps and bounds to grow. It's an emerging market. All the potential is right here. It's about you having faith. And as she rightly said, that we need more job creators and less job seekers. We don't want every single one of you to do startups, but startups is what your long-term game plan should be. That why can't we do e-commerce businesses? Why can't we digitize everything and work from home? Because we expect that from you. I don't expect that from a guy who's 60 now. But I expect that from each and one of you who's 20, 25, 30, because you have the technology. And the perspective has changed. You have the world to learn from. Think global, act local.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Yasir. I think it's a clear reflection of a Pakistani spirit. And I think you have, the way you have expressed, have faith in yourself. You can deliver. That's what the theme of his total speech was. And probably the governance is the major cause. Pakistan today is the victim of poor governance more than anything else. These insecurities, instabilities, they don't, they take birth in the battle zones. Mostly, they come out of the corridors of poor governance. So we need to understand that we have to govern this country the way it should be governed so we can have a better Pakistan. Thank you very much, Ilyas.